This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE, the S9 FE for short, and here's everything you need to know about it under 5 minutes. I'm Tom and welcome back to Tom's Honest Tips. I hope you're all doing well. Let's begin with its design and build quality. Nobody wants a tablet that breaks easily and feels cheap, right? The S9 FE is an 11-inch tablet and it's pretty well made. It's thin though, so I don't think you can expect a whole lot of resistance to bending. The S9 FE has an aluminum back end frame with a glass front. The screen is going to be relatively scratch resistant, but don't expect anything fancy, it's just normal glass. The bezels are pretty visible, but they're not bad, you know? The S9 FE has a fingerprint sensor, but if you want, you could also use Face Unlock. All that being said, the tablet feels pretty solid, premium even. Now let's talk about the guts. The guts. The hardware. You know what I'm saying? The S9 FE uses an Exynos 1380, which is a reasonable chipset in my opinion. It's not the best performing, but for a tablet of this price, it's fine. Don't forget, this is a Samsung FE device after all. FE being Fans Edition, which is, not really. It's basically a scaled down version of the S9. You can still play games on this, but again, don't expect top tier performance. But it's still a good performing, chip. I'm sorry for confusing you. Now, this specific S9 FE I'm recommending to you has 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM, but you can get yourself a 256 gigabyte version, or if you wanna, you can just grab this one I'm talking about via this QR code and then get yourself an SD card for this tablet. Did I say SD card? Yes, I did, because this tablet has a dedicated micro SD card slot. Now, the screen is nothing remarkable, but I guess you could say it's still pretty respectable. It's an IPS LCD with a refresh rate of 90 Hz. That's more than 60 Hz, but not quite 60 Hz. Still, 90 Hz is smooth, so don't get turned off. The screen has a resolution of 1440 by 2304, and that's at an aspect ratio of 16 by 10. The cameras are also pretty fine. The selfie camera is a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. It's capable of 4K and it's just overall a great camera. The main camera, or the back camera, if you want to use it for some reason, is an 8 megapixel wide camera, which is also capable of 4K. Sound quality is pretty great as well with a stereo speaker setup. Unfortunately, no 3.5mm jack. Battery life is important, and I'm sorry for not being able to include it earlier already. You probably hate me. I'm kidding. The S9 FE has an 8000 mAh battery, so you're pretty good for the rest of the day with general usage. That large battery also comes with pretty fast charging at 45 watts. It's got IP68 ingress protection rating, which protects from water and dust, and it's one of the best protection ratings, especially for a tablet, I think. And that's about everything you've got to know about the S9 FE. You can scan this QR code right here to check it out, and here's an extra code for an SD card if you need more storage. Alternatively, you can check out the links in the description below if that's easier for you. Have a great day. Toodles!